Om Shri Sai Ram. Humble prostrations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Master, Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Dhyana Vahini, Chapter 11. Liberation, the goal of meditation. Summary: beneficent and maleficent impulses. Liberation, moksha, is in the truest sense of the term liberation from the bondage of these two types of impulses, beneficent and maleficent. Beneficent tendencies are saturated with holiness. Maleficent ones feed the mind and make it more and more uncontrollable and unsteady. If the beneficent impulses are encouraged and cultivated, they will not go on multiplying and binding the mind indefinitely. These impulses are characterized by such activities as association with great souls, charity, fortitude, love, patience, courage, and so on. These are pure impulses. Impure tendencies lead one to such vices as craving to see things that cater to the lower desires. Such impure tendencies are of three types: worldly impulses, scholarly or intellectual impulses, and physical or bodily impulses. Uproot the impulses that make up the mind, and the mind is no more. The conquest of ignorance, ego, attachment, and impulse brings about liberation or moksha. The one who is a slave to impulses and tendencies is devoid of wisdom. The impulses are the cause of all the objective unhappiness. If they are present, all purity is ruined. A mind free from impulse is transmuted and is no longer mind. One must undertake meditation and concentration in order to destroy these impulses. Success in meditation from uprooting impulses. The aspirant who is disturbed now and then by impure impulses must overcome them by willpower and spiritual exercises. Even pure desires are a bond, but they are not hindrances, however many they may be. Even the purest of impulses, the craving for liberation or moksha, must disappear in time. Only then can you become that. The Atma is free of everything. The Atma is ever pure. It belongs to neither gender. It has no mind, no senses, no form or even breath. With willpower and zest supported by faith, impulses can be overcome in a short time. Just do not give up your determination and faith, whatever the hardship or obstacle. The entire meaning and purpose of meditation is to attain freedom from these mighty and manifold impulses. Key takeaways from this chapter. First, the impulses of the mind are of both good and bad kinds, driven by our past experiences, tendencies, and inclinations. If they are not held in check, they will dominate our thoughts and actions and create a self-fulfilling, vicious cycle. It is critical, therefore, to use our intellect to differentiate the positive inclinations within us from the negative, and assertion will starve and eliminate the negative binding rather than listening to every single whim of the mind. Second, it is interesting to know that even pure desires will eventually have to be eliminated. While they are a great tool to eliminating bad desires, eventually identification with anything, even our most benevolent vision of ourselves, is definitely a hindrance to realization. Let us strive to at least do our part to get us to this point where only pure desires remain after eliminating negative ones, and then leave it to God's grace to take us beyond the hill, to eliminate all the desires and realize the Atma. Third, as the saying goes, he who conquers others is strong, but he who conquers himself is mighty. In this great battle, let us summon our highest inner strength of will, enthusiasm, patience, and persistence, and take a lighter view of our lesser desires in life. Let God do with those as He wishes. let us always demonstrate our willingness to fight with vigor, leaving judgment on our worthiness or otherwise in the hands of God. End of chapter 11. Jai Sai Ram.